What's going on, Grizzlies? This is TheGrizzlyMuffin here, and welcome to yet another episode of my mission walkthrough series. Today I'm going to be walking you guys through how to do the landing script mission from Lester. For this one, the game requires that you have at least 2 players to start it, but you can have 4 players max. To start this mission, you're going to need to be level 22, so if you're not that level already, go ahead and get to that level, or invite a friend over to start the mission up for you. Now, if you look at the screen now, you can see the minimum and recommended requirements for completing this mission. With the minimum requirements, all you're really going to need is, just you and your teammate. One of you should probably stay back with the sniper rifle, so I'd say stay maybe 50 yards away, kind of like on the higher ground that's near the beach. And the other one of you, whoever's, got more powerful guns, or, whoever has the stronger sniper rifle should probably stay back, and whoever has either more powerful guns or is more confident with their shooting skill should be, kind of right up front killing the guys who are defending the plane. With the recommended way, the way that I always do it, you're going to need to get either a buzzard, a hydra, or a savage. I do recommend the savage just because you can do a lot more damage with it. Now, those of you guys who haven't bought the savage yet, you may not know this, but basically, with the buzzard, the hydra, and the laser, you know how you can just, kind of shoot, 2 missiles and you have to have like a, I think it's a 1-second wait time? Well, with the savage, there's no wait time on the missile, so you can just shoot one after the other after the other. And with the sheer amount of enemies and vehicles that are at the Sandy Shores airfield where you have to deliver the Luxor or the Shamal or whatever that is, you're going to need that extra firepower. So go ahead and get a Savage if you don't have, or if you have one, but if you don't, a Buzzard will do fine. Or, like I said, there is a minimum way that you can do it without the Buzzard, but this is just the way I always do it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. So I'm going to start off by showing you guys how to do this mission the minimum way. So if you guys have, you, your partner, you both have your guns, this is how you do it the best way. Now you're going to spawn really close to the beach here, and if not, just kind of drive over. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I do recommend that one of you guys stays back with a sniper rifle, and one of you guys kind of goes up front and starts shooting the guys with, submachine guns, rifles, whatever you have. Just kind of decide amongst yourself who does that. But basically, just start shooting the guys who are defending the plane until pretty much they're all dead. If there are 1 or 2 still alive, you can try to take off, but I really don't recommend it. Okay, so once you've cleared out all the guys who are around the plane, why don't you go ahead and hop into a car and start driving towards Sandy Shores Airfield. If you don't know where it is, just kind of look on the map. It's very hard to miss. It's, in like the little sandy area in the middle. Most of you probably know where that is. But go ahead and hop in your car, start driving towards it, and start killing the guys who are already at the airfield waiting for the guy with the plane. So once you guys finally make it to Sandy Shores Airfield, you're going to notice that there are a lot more guys now. You're going to want to tell your teammates to be careful to, not fly too low, and especially not try to land already until you've cleared them all out, because these guys have, RPGs, I think a couple of them have grenade launchers. Now don't worry if you're not in an aircraft, or if you actually, even if you're in an aircraft, as long as you're just not in the plane, they're not going to use those kinds of weapons on you. But if you're in the plane, so if, if your teammate flies too low, they're probably going to try to start shooting at him, so make sure you tell him, if he wants to, kind of do flybys over, but try to keep it pretty low. But go ahead and take out everybody who's at the airfield. And once you've cleared out everybody, you're going to notice that there is a guy who's, kind of at the runway down here. Actually, you may not even notice him, but you just want to get your car, ram him down, and just quickly kill him, because he will shoot down your teammate as he's trying to land. So make sure you take that guy out. He's one of the guys who has RPGs. The other guys who have RPGs you've already taken out. So go ahead and, after you've taken everybody out, including that guy, a little bit further down the airfield, tell your teammates to land, and that should be the end of the mission. So if you guys have done this mission the way I did, you should get around $10,000, and I accidentally ended the recording before I got the RP figure in there, but it'll be about 3,000 RP. Okay, so now I'm going to be walking you guys through how to do this mission the way I normally do it. Now, the very first thing you want to do whenever you spawn in is go ahead and call up Pegasus and get whatever attack vehicle you want to get. Since you're right here by the helipad, if you spawn at the beach, you're not going to have to drive too far to get your vehicle. Once you guys finally arrive at your Pegasus vehicle, I recommend not going towards the plane and helping out your teammate. Now, I know that sounds kinda strange, but to be honest with you, you're going to be hurting your teammate a lot more than you're helping him or her whenever you're doing this. So, go ahead and just start flying towards Sandy Shores Airfield, start taking out the guys there, because if you try to help out your teammate, more than likely you're going to end up blowing up the plane that's over there, or just damaging it to the point where the engines end up cutting out on them right before they land the plane. So that's the very last thing you want to do. This is a pretty tedious mission if you have to do it multiple times, so try to avoid that as much as you possibly can. Once you guys make it to the airfield, go ahead and start shooting every single green, yellow, or red box that you see if you're in a vehicle that locks on like that. I mean, if you got a Pegasus vehicle and you got something like a Frogger, what the fuck are you doing? But go ahead and start shooting everybody who's in sight. You know, you just want to make sure you've taken out everybody, including that guy who's at the very end of the runway. He can be very easy to miss, so go ahead and make sure you've taken everybody out. And by the time you've done this, if you've, not helped your teammate, with the part of the mission where he has to get the plane, you should be able to get this cleared up before he gets back. If you guys have done this mission the way I did, you should get almost $13,000 in about 2,500 RP. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed that video. This is going to be the last video of the week. However, next week you guys can look forward to 2 mission walkthrough videos on Monday and Friday, 2 Call of Duty Zombies videos on Tuesday and Thursday. Those are going to be the last 2 videos of World at War before we move on to Black Ops, and also 1 or 2 GTA 5 funny moments videos that will be going up on Wednesday. Just depending on how much time I have to edit both of them, depends, when they're going to go up, but, expect at least 1 on next Wednesday. Let's try to get 5 likes on this video right here, and I'll subscribe if you haven't already, as I am very, very close now to 200 subscribers, so if you guys can help me reach that milestone, that would be absolutely amazing. And I will see you guys in my next video. Ladios!